Welcome to this special edition of Maritime Matters, the Maritime Professional during COVID-19. This is a special edition because it's World Maritime Day, and the theme, as we know, for World Maritime Day is Sustainable Shipping for a Sustainable Planet. Today, I'm talking with John Lloyd, the CEO of the Nautical Institute. Hi, John. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Hello, Jillian. It's a pleasure to talk to you, and thanks for being with you on this special day. Yes, it's a great pleasure, a great thrill to be Chief Executive of the Nautical Institute, the leading body for maritime professionals. And I suppose my route here was through a traditional seafaring route to start with, a cadetship, and working my way to Master Mariner and into command. But the second half of my career really focused on training and education. And I was very privileged to work at some of the leading maritime institutions in the UK and in Australasia. And I think that's what led me to the Nautical Institute, is that commitment to continuing professional development, which is fundamental to our organisation and to our members. Society is a really complex mixture of people and places and locations and so on. And when we think about how that community, that global community, needs to interact, how it needs to trade, that fabric is held together by the capability of the maritime sector. Simply without those communications, those maritime communications led by the maritime professionals, that whole society would disintegrate. So I think it's really, really a powerful sector that we work in, that we represent. If we think about the number of people living close to the coastline, we think about the ports infrastructure and so on. And then, of course, connecting across the high seas, connecting for trade, connecting for communications, cultural connections and so on. It really is the maritime sector that draws all that together. And we've seen during the COVID-19 crisis that has been more important than ever. The trade and the actions and the cargoes and the activities of our commercial ships have continued uninterrupted. And it's been a huge credit and a huge salute to all those mariners out there who are keeping those wheels turning. It would be extraordinarily difficult if they were not able to do that. Yeah, so we have a website, and what we've done is to develop a dedicated section of that website, and there's so much information out there. We've tried to distill what is the best information, what is the best guidance, and put that into a special section. It isn't just for our members, it's for the whole global community. So please feel free to visit it, nautinst.org. But also, I've been giving sort of personal messages from the Chief Executive to all of our members on a regular basis. We have continued our professional development activities through our short courses, but also through a whole series of webinars, which have been hugely successful. So a range of activities that I think remain core to the values of the Nautical Institute. It's incredibly difficult out there. There is not enough government support for international travel for seafarers, but there are people working extremely hard to do the best that they can under these very difficult circumstances. Some of them are mariners on board the ships, some of the crew management, some of the travel people arranging that. What we wanted to do was, instead of beating people up, we wanted to say thank you. A thank you to those people who have gone the extra mile, who've committed a little bit of extra resource, who've perhaps spent a bit more money to do the right thing. It's easy to do the right things when times are good. It's much more difficult to do the right thing when times are tough. Well, it is about sustainable development for a sustainable planet. And I think it's very easy just to be distracted about renewable energy and recycling and so on. But sustainability is a lot more than that. It is about equality of opportunity. But it's also about quality of education and providing people with the chance to reach their full potential. And I think that's where we come in as a professional body. We are part of that conduit of introducing our members to other members, people who know the industry, people who can open the door for some of those opportunities. It's always founded on the bedrock of continuing professional development. And I think that's all part of the sustainability picture. And we're very pleased to be part of that. I think it's incredibly important that people recognize that being an experienced, effective mariner is not just about getting the certificate of competency. It is about building on that. It is about building a network, and it is about investing in yourself to achieve your lifelong career ambitions. And the Nautical Institute's here to help and support that.